Are you a busy professional who is pondering how can you secure a future for your child or your future generation? Well, today I'm going to talk about two ways that you can invest on behalf of your child. Now, there is what we call a custodial account, and this is where an adult, you, open an account on behalf of your child. Now, there is one way where you will need to have, of course, your social security number and the child's social security number in order to open what we call a brokerage account. And once you open that brokerage account, you are now the custodial person or the person who have authority over that account. Now, the difference here is if you do this route where you open the account in your child or if it's your niece or nephew's name or grandchild's name, you will have to turn over the account to them at the age of 18, regardless of where they are in their mental space, in their finances, or in any measure, right? There is a second option where you can still open an account in your name and you can buy stocks on behalf of your child, right? And in this way, you decide when your child or whoever you're buying the stocks for, when they will get the stocks. So not necessarily that at the age of 18, they're getting the stocks or they're getting access to the account. You can decide when you want to transfer that account over to those child or children that you're opening the stocks, the brokerage account for. So in that case, you will only need your social security number, of course, a bank account and those type of things to open the account on behalf of the child. Now, I do want to say, if you do the second route and let's say you're worried, well, what if I'm not here or something happens to me? You can always put this brokerage account that you open on behalf of the child in a trust. And if you put the account in a trust, you can tell the trust, okay, don't give the child the money until they're 21 or 18 or 25 or until they finish college and stuff like that. We don't want to turn over the account to them until they're responsible or unless they're going to buy it an investment property, whatever the case may be. You can put the stipulations that you want when you open the account on their behalf in your name, right? So it's totally up to you which method you want to go. But either way, I strongly suggest that if you do want to build generational wealth, if you want to leave your children with comfort in the sense of having maybe tuition payment or just a home payment when they try to buy a home or just a head start in life, right? You can open an account on their behalf and you don't need a lot of money to start. You can literally start with $10, $5, $15, $20, whatever amount you have, you can transfer to the account monthly. And then of course, here we go. You have to do your research. I talk about this all the time before start buying stocks. And I highly, highly suggest, especially if you're buying stocks on behalf of a child, that you open or that you buy stocks that are dividend stocks. And I talk about this in one of my videos, right? I'll put the link somewhere on the screen so you can go ahead and look at that video to see what I'm talking about if you're not familiar with dividend stocks. But just a quick synopsis, these stocks pay you just because you own them. And so if you buy these for your kids or for the children or the child that you're thinking of, then this means that just by owning those stocks, and if hopefully they're good stocks that will yield dividends, positive dividends over time, right? Then just for owning them, that child or that account will be getting money on their behalf. And so, yeah, you have two ways to really invest on behalf of your child or on behalf of children. And so you can start early. Remember, I talked about that compound growth, that CPR, the C, compound growth. Is going to be essential. The earlier you start, the better, so that they can have a head start in life, because really that's how we want to bridge that gap, narrow that gap of the wealthy, right? And the poor. All right. And so that's all for now. I hope this was helpful. Until next time. Bye.